What's going on, everybody? My name is VladimirCR, and welcome back to Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs. Now, I remember telling you guys in the last couple of episodes I was going to get some information for the game, for you guys about the game. So this is coming directly from the Wikipedia page for Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs. Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs is a 2013 survival horror game developed by the Chinese Room and published by Frictional Games. Originally meant to be a mod, the game is an indirect sequel to Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which was both developed and published by Frictional Games. So, that is directly from the Wikipedia page concerning Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. So, 2013, and it is intended to be an indirect sequel, if I read that correctly. And if not, go by what I read earlier. That's what I actually mean. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and continue. And we're going to see if we can meet one of those quadrupedal creatures that we see keep running around, like up on the catwalk and then running away from us in that one hallway. And I've noticed that there's a lot more blood now than there was when we started playing the game. So, I bet you that's see-through. We'd never be able to tell from here, but... Oh, well, you know what? I guarantee you that's see-through. Alright. Well, alright. Listen, I'm not much of a phone talker. Can we just text? Can you telegraph me?
I have such visions to share with thee, if my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean, Mandus, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
And you have nothing to say about that, Mandus. You have nothing to say at all about that. Okay. All right, so here's what all right, so let me give some thoughts on this real quick, because here's what I'm thinking. So he mentioned that he was sick when he was, what did he say, in Mexico, I think? Said he caught something when he was in Mexico. I feel like this is him. I think he has a fever. I think he's sick. I think something happened to both of his children. Edwin and Enoch, and I think that he is currently bedridden, and that this is all taking place inside of his mind, which is why everything seems so creepy and whatnot, because in his brain it's very similar to Silent Hill, because he's mentally unstable, and so everything around him looks mentally unstable. So I feel like this is a dream, or a fever dream. I feel like the voice on the telephone, the voice on the telephone is like his id. For those that don't know, in basic psychology, you have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the id. The conscious mind is what you say and do. Your subconscious mind is what you think and hear. And the id is your primal basic desires. I think what we're hearing on the phone is a portrayal of Oliver Mandus's id. Who just wants to be freed and let run or wreak havoc on the world or something. I don't know. Also, I forget these lights are turn-onable, by the way. Did I just hear one of these doors rattle? Yeah, we're not going that way yet. Hello, is that, nope, okay. Excuse me, chair, I'm going to need to rearrange the room real quick here. A couple of notebooks and a bottle. So alcohol, again, playing a big part in this as well, possibly. Who just keeps shirts in their desk, by the way? Hello. I believe this is me again. May 1st, 1899. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own God? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no. They will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a god thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this, I realize they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross the great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. Yeah, so that right there, where's it at? We too are shackled and must be set free to free the men. So that again goes back to my whole thought about this being his id talking, or maybe his subconscious talking. Because the voices are similar. One is more passive. That would be his conscious mind, the one that's saying and doing these things, or most likely his subconscious mind, whereas the one on the phone is more gravelly and you must help us, Mandus. You know, it's more of a base desire type of voice, like an instinctual let us out type of voice, whereas Oliver Mandus himself seems to be more level-headed than that. But anyway, just speculations on the game. Oh, we probably shouldn't show that for too awfully long on YouTube, sorry. It's classic art. Get over it, YouTube. It's fine. Again, probably shouldn't show that for too long. You guys didn't see that. Didn't happen. It's a fig Newton of your imagination, just like what I'm imagining this entire world is. Is this the desk that I was just looking through? I think it is, right? I think it is. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so we're moving on. But yeah, the whole child locks on the desk make... No, it was that desk that we were looking through. Okay, so we do need to look through this one. Interesting. All right. I was wondering why I was getting deja vu there all of a sudden. Look at that. And another journal entry from the same guy, I think. August 22nd, 1899. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly. But perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating, and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me there is a great iron bowl. It is the egg of the world. Yeah, that sounds like it's coming from someone totally well-adjusted and very mentally stable. So, I will be hearing no further arguments on the subject. Oliver Mandus is a perfectly well-adjusted individual with no hidden dark desires and no hidden dark desires and only a will of the common good. Okay. Well, so that was And so now my question is, are those real teeth or are they falsies? With the blood on them, I can only assume they're real teeth, but I don't know. Something about the design of that makes me skeptical. You know what else I've noticed is that as we're progressing through the game, maybe it's just me, but I've noticed that the paintings are starting to show some darker elements too. Like, look at the goose's face. Don't look at anything else. Don't look at anything else. Don't look at anything else. Just look at the goose's face. Like, that's not natural. I feel like as we're progressing through the game, these paintings are somehow getting darker. I know that's a thing that happened back in Amnesia: The Dark Descent, although I didn't call much attention to it, but paintings changed based on your relative sanity level in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. So now I think we're seeing a lot more darker elements in the paintings. You know, there's still bright elements, like the white in this painting, for example, is an offset to the dark horse and the shading in the background. But I think we're seeing a lot more of that as we're moving forward, and I believe it's signifying Oliver Mandus's descent into madness. I have never seen China print on a sink before, but you know what? That's pretty cool. We got a lock here. See, again, with the darker elements in the paintings, you know, you have the darker off to the right side, off to the left side. I'm onto something with this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Indoor plumbing was also a thing. By now. I think, anyway. Alright, so that's just a bathroom. Is it this way, or was there more stuff out in the other area to explore? Yeah, so that leads back outside. So let's continue exploring this area in here for a couple more minutes. Make sure we got everything, because I want to try and get as much of the lore and stuff like that as I can. You know, listen, man. You guys are really going to have to stop putting these masks everywhere. I know it's supposed to intimidate me, and I get it. But, yeah, so that's where we started the level, holy crap, 10 minutes ago. Man, guys, we have taken a while to explore this, and I apologize for that. I'm just trying to get the full experience, you know? Where the hell are we at now? How did we go from a mansion to an industrial complex? Unless the two are one and the same. Maybe it's a mansion in the front and like a big manufacturing complex in the back. You know, that way it'd be, you know, party in the front, but business in the back. Sorry, I couldn't help it. All right. Another journal. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of a laudanum derivative in the feeds to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products of themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits, and we've actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. So now we're at like a processing facility where I'm assuming they keep pigs. So now I bet you we're finally going to get to see those quadrupedal things that were running away from us in the previous episodes, I think. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, it should also be mentioned, guys, if you haven't noticed, that I'm playing on easy difficulty. So I hope that doesn't mean like story mode, you know what I mean? Because if it does, that's not really what I want. If there are enemies and stuff... Oh, why would they take the time to give that physics? Oh, that's unsettling. That makes my stomach hurt. Ugh. Listen, guys, so I'm not much of a cook, and the reason for that is because I have sensory issues, right? So raw meat and things like that just really set me off, and I can't really handle them too much. I try to help my girlfriend out where I can in the kitchen, and I do a lot of the cleaning is my contribution for the most part. Warning, fueling pumps. Volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. So I'm guessing I shouldn't do this without safety glasses, is what you're telling me. Yeah, I gotta find my safety glasses before I can turn the machine on, so... Alright, up we go, I guess. As with always, man, the audio design, that's what's important in these games, in my opinion. And that door's locked. I think one of these is where we came in. That one, I think. Yeah. And then this is the one where we came in. Yes. What? No. No, this is not where we came in. Oh my god. Ugh. Of all the things... Oh god. Of all the things to give physics... Oh, what does this say? Fueling pumps, volatile chemicals. Yeah, I got you the first time. Did I come from up here? And why can't I remember? Yeah, I came from up here. I'm going to start leaving the doors behind me open. I know that's probably not a smart idea when I start getting pursued by things, but... Man, I don't know, man. My brain is not processing this properly right now. Because I would have sworn to you that I came in on the bottom and that I was heading towards the top, but either that or the game's fucking with me. One or the other. It could be. I'm not sure at this point. Alright, I'm going to stay in the closet here for a minute. Another one. Okay. September 28th, 1899. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man. As if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breeds like a pig. Men and women upon all fours, rutting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets. Alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of their conjoinings. The air thick with the whimperings of lust. Bodies streaked with their own emissions. We've created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity would be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. Yeah, totally well adjusted, this guy. No mental conditions or problems at all with Mr. Mandus here, guys. Certifiable. Excuse me? Oh, it's the gutter I see. It's the thing I see opening. What? Where am I at now? Oh, right. I'm at some sort of industrial complex. Right. Not sure how I got here, by the way, except for under the I guess through all the strangers not allowed on this works. Inquiries to be made at the lodge. Okay. So this is like a protected area. That's where I walked through earlier. Right. So we're heading this way. I'm trying not to get lost in this game, guys. And part of that is shooting these videos in success with each other. Like, I have my shirt on. Well, I mean, the shirt that I'm wearing is the one that I was wearing when I started. Because it's the same day is what I'm saying, guys. I'm shooting all these in one day so far. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning the crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a job. So we got trucks. So this is right at the beginning of, like, time for, like, this is right at the time.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Man, that motion blur makes it hard to see things. But anyway, so we already have like vehicles driving on the road and whatnot nowadays. So that's cool. Well, that's not creepy at all. Excuse me? Huh? Is that what I've been seeing? Or is that my sanity fucking with me? That was... Ooh, man. Ugh, gross. Alright, well, that door's locked shut tight. Does this do anything? I bet that I need this for something. Is this a... So this is a dumbwaiter. Is that like a medical kit? Is that a battery? Is that a fuel tank? What is that? I don't know. We're going to leave it there for now. Danger what now? Chemical transportation. Danger. Highly corrosive, highly flammable. Wait, well now there's... Okay, whatever. Moving on. Alright, let's see. So the only other place that I can go, I believe, is the Damascus Church, right? That back there behind me, but... Oh yeah, we already got big trucks on the road and stuff. That's cool. I love steampunk, cyberpunk stuff. I love the punks, I guess I should just say. Oh, I see, I get it. I'm not dumb, I promise, I get it. Now, my question is, does Oliver know how to drive a truck? Fucking masks, man. Wait, can I rotate an object? I can rotate an object in this game. How? There we go. It's press and hold R. This got to be it, right, guys? Like, it's got to be. Not digging the music. Well, no, actually, I kind of love the music, if I'm being honest. This has got to be it. I know I can rotate objects and stuff, but, like, how do I rotate that axis? Wait. I almost had it. No, hold on. You're getting all wibbly on me now. Come on. No wibbling and no wobbling. Come on, man. There's... Can I just throw the fucking thing at it and... Hold on. Oh my god. I hit the fucking... You know what? No, I guess this thing's kind of heavy. Man, do I seriously have to, like... It's like the shadow puzzles in Resident Evil 7. Oop. Okay. Gently. 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 Yeah. Boom. Did that do it? Oh my god. I hear these things used to break people's arms. One more time. One more time. I get it. I understand it now, guys. I figured it out. I did have to briefly consult the guidance of a walkthrough, and also I think playing on easy might have removed some of the enemies in the game, by the way. I didn't realize that easy was going to be story mode, but I'm going to try and change the difficulty between this episode and the next one to try and get us the authentic experience, because I really honestly kind of don't want to have to reshoot everything up to this point, because I'm trying to get some of these videos done so that I can have something to upload, because unfortunately I've been I've been kind of, what's the word, like dispersing my videos out every 3 days, obviously. But I'll shoot 10 or so in a single sitting, and I'll edit them all up, and then, so on and so forth. But the problem with that is that sometimes when I try new games like this, I run into issues or problems that I didn't necessarily see happening, or I didn't necessarily foresee happening. So, I'm trying to get through this game as smoothly as I can, because I know I got lost a lot in the previous Amnesia game. And I don't want to have to, I don't want to start getting lost so much again. That really made that game hard to do. And that's why I'm also trying to get all these videos shot. Maybe I didn't remove some of the enemies from the game. I gotta hurry up. Yeah, I don't think I removed the enemies from the game, guys. Come on. Hurry up and fuel up, you stupid thing. Okay. So maybe I did remove some of the enemies from the game, but kept the ambiance, which is fine, but I still want, like, if I'm supposed to be chased by enemies at a specific point, I want to be chased by those enemies at a specific point, Otherwise, it kind of cheapens and devalues the experience, I think, in my opinion. So, I play a lot of games on easy/story mode. Sorry, it's very hard to see. Oh, look, I can just carry all this stuff and the lantern at once. That makes it a lot simpler. But anyway, I figure, yeah, so you had to fill the container up first. So I'll have to figure out how to stitch this episode together because that mask is now looking at me. I'm telling you, man, game's messing with me. All right, let's do that. There we go. Now I'll bet you that we'll just... That's all it needed, was just one backfire. Okay, God, thank goodness we're making progress again. That was irritating. But that's okay. I'm still loving this game, by the way.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Okay, so back in the day... Back in the day, Oliver seemed to be a pretty well-adjusted and okay gentleman. He seems very kind to his kids, but it seems like... Again, I'm still assuming that he's the victim of a fever right now. But why do we have graveyards for... Oh, hey, look, a servant grunt. No, never mind. It's not a servant grunt. Not sure what that is. Very creepy imagery, though. And you know, if you guys have ever seen like any of the like CSI shows and stuff like that, like CSI from New York, any of the shows like that, pigs are actually used or used to be used. I don't know if they still are or not. I really haven't watched too much modern TV, but pigs actually were a very similar human analog. And so a lot of people that were testing things would get a pig carcass and shoot. Even Mythbusters did that. So. But pigs were considered a very close analog to humans, so I'd imagine that's some of the symbology we're seeing here as well. So, oh, look, good, perfect, because we're about to move on to the next section. Thank goodness. Maybe stitching this episode together won't be so bad. Livestock and Bibles. The wires came up out of the ground whilst he lay on the grass asleep like the serpents they were, and burrowed into his ears and became his listening. Whatever the hell that means. But anyway, so God, perfect. We are on to the next section. Stitching this episode won't be too bad because right now we've been going on for 32 minutes and 47 seconds by the time I finish that sentence. But anyway, guys, with that being said, got a little changed in this episode, but I also think I'm pretty sure that playing on easy is removing some of the enemies from the game, so I'm going to try and change the difficulty to normal. If for whatever reason it doesn't work, then I guess I'll just start normal all over, and then I'll get back to this point, and that's when we'll pick the series up again. But either way, guys, in the next one we should be a little bit more interesting. I didn't realize easy mode was basically story mode, so apologies for that, but we're gonna go ahead and end this episode, and hopefully I can get it figured out by the next one. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys are all having a good morning, afternoon, evening, day, night, whatever, whenever, wherever you are. I hope you have a good one, and hopefully I will catch you guys next time for more Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, or whatever else you find on my channel after this. So thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.